Welcome to Venezuela Insider, the only place in Venezuela where we help digital nomads, entrepreneurs, expats, investors, travelers, and related internationals. So, the top 10 must-see places in Venezuela. Let's start with number 10. Blue was born from the Caracas sky. Caracas es Caracas y lo demás es monte y culebra. Caracas is Caracas and the rest is bush and snakes. The Caracas saying goes. The phrase is, of course, the result of pure capitalism, snobbery, but Caracas does have a je ne sais quoi about it. The thing is, Venezuela, of course, Caracas is the biggest city, the biggest urban area in the whole Venezuela, although that's just a saying from the Caracas people, and they usually is a despective term that they use to the rest of the country. Of course, we have a bunch of well-developed cities outside of Caracas. Of course, Caracas is the biggest one by a mile. Venezuela, cosmopolitan and congested capital, is an exciting place to be. There is a fine restaurant and street food scene, beautiful architecture, especially Art Deco and Bauhaus, and nature all around. Caracas museums were all famed across the continent in the 80s for the avant-garde collections. Today, they are in a shameful state, a result of bad state management. However, resourceful private institutions have survived, showcasing contemporary art, such as La Sala Mendoza in the Metropolitan University. By the way, my master's degree is from Universidad Metropolitana, UNIMED, so shout out to Universidad Metropolitana. De Centro de los Artes, Los Galpones, and Hacienda La Trinidad, de Avila Mountain, and La Guaira, which only 25 minutes away, should be explored too. Make sure to allow at least 4 days in Venezuela's great metropolis. Okay, I'm going to start saying that actually the situation is way better in Caracas than this article says. Regarding the museums and other institutions, of course, this economic recovery that we are having right now in Venezuela is mostly due to private incentives, private efforts, and nothing to do with government, of course. This is not an economics article, so I'm gonna give you a pass for that. The other thing is, if you want to explore Venezuela, what I recommend, if you want to be safe, it's your first time in Venezuela. If you need to go to Caracas and spend only your time in Caracas, please do it on the east side of Caracas. I made a bunch of articles and videos and podcasts about it. The other thing I'm going to say, the Avila Mountain. Avila is a gorgeous place to be. They have actually a pretty nice hotel called the Hotel Humboldt. You have Avila Mágica, which is like a theme park of the Avila. La Guaira has beautiful beaches. I mean, not the best beaches in Venezuela, pretty decent beaches. So if you want to explore that, go as well. And for what I said is, I mean, I cannot agree on that. My only takeaway is just on 10th place. Let's keep reading. Number 9, Margarita, the biggest island in Venezuela. Margarita is a popular place among holiday makers. Actually, yes, Margarita is the most popular touristic destination for locals, so here in Venezuela. So the Caribbean island has a special conjunction of mountains and sea and has developed an hotel infrastructure around a variety of beaches. Of course, great infrastructure for traveling. My favorite beach in Margarita are Playa Parquito, not my favorite, and Playa El Agua. Playa El Yaque, which is my favorite, is also nice, famous for its perfect year-round conditions for kite surfing and windsurfing. Probably my favorite beach in Margarita is Playa El Yaque. At the beach, you should eat pescado frito with tostones, fried fish, and plantain chips. Cheap and delicate oysters, all while crossing your fingers to get a pearl, and empanadas de cazón. shark empanadas, but will be touched down the food later. Number 8, Los Roques. Los Roques National Park is everything you could dream about a paradisiac Caribbean destination and perhaps my favorite place in Venezuela. Like I said, Los Roques is a high-end destination place and actually it's mostly for tourists and people high middle class, high class in Venezuela, so it's not a cheaper place to visit. Like I said, it's the Venezuelan equivalent or of the Maldives or of the Greek islands, you name it. The archipelago has more than 300 islands with white sand beaches, and all with white with marble turquoise waters. The island remains virtually untouched, virgin, and wild because it's only accessible by private boats or small planes. The visit will be pricey, like I said, but it's worth it. Yeah, it's worth it. Number 7, we have Henry Pittier National Park, Cepe, Choroní, y La Ciénaga de Ocumare. The Henry Pittier National Park is the largest national park on the Venezuelan coast. The rainforest park is fairy tale-like with more than 500 bird species and tropical coastal scenery. To get to the coast side of the park, what we are here for, you must drive through a tropical rainforest by means of a narrow road that was built in the 20s. The road itself, which crosses many water streams and waterfalls, is worth the trip. Yeah, we'll say that. After at least an hour and a half under the shade of huge 60-meter tall trees, you will start reaching the different bays: Ocumare de la Costa, Cata, Cuyagua, Choroní, Chuao, Cepe. Each bay has an independent river basin. Each bay is a different village. All of them together form a spectacular trifecta of mountain, river, and sea. Agree? The villages of the coast are inhabited by descendants of the African migration in Venezuela from colonial times. They have a rich and important musical tradition linked to the rhythms of Africa. The drums festival are emblematic. The village also cultivates land where some of the best cacao in the world is grown, especially in the village of Chuao. Agree? So number 6, Peninsula de Paria, the land of grace. Land of grace, said Christopher Columbus as he stood foot at the Peninsula de Paria back in 1498. He was depicted the divine beauty of the landscape. The peninsula is indeed a site of exceptional beauty. Palm-covered hills slope down to the sea and create a range of long bay beaches of yellow sand backed by groups of coconut palms. Here, small farms also produce some of the best cocoa in the world. The Peninsula de Paria is great for swimming, hiking with a view, eating fresh grilled fish, and drinking coconut water. You will be marveled by the unique tropical flora and fauna, notably its numerous species of birds. Great, Paria is great, I completely agree. That's your cup of tea. Go to Paria. Number 5, we have El Llano Venezolano. The territory of El Llano, or the plains, descends from the eastern Andes in the Colombia-Venezuela border region and covers much of the central and southwestern Venezuela. This region is considered one of the most popular wetland and freshwater ecosystems on the planet. Great extensions of lakes populated by forests, savannas, dunes dominate the landscape and offer a rare vegetation and fauna of unique and breathtaking beauty. Los Llanos have many rivers, lagoons, and even freshwater beaches, which come in handy since it's notably hot. I agree. The local population, the Llaneros, is very hospitable. I agree as well. They are the original Venezuelan cowboys. Quick break right here. Los Llanos, if you are the kind of, cowboy, such a guy, and you like ranches, and you like the animals and cows, you're gonna have a blast on El Llano, which is a very great area in Venezuela. However, if that's not your thing, I suggest just skip that. Morocoy National Park, number 4. Morocoy National Park is a protected island and marine reserve on the Caribbean coast of Venezuela. The beaches here are once again spectacular, green, and known for their clear waters, mangroves, and virgin coral reefs. To enjoy Morocoy, you must go to the quays by either a private boat or a peñero, a fisherman's boat that can be shared with other passengers. Yeah. And on your way out, make sure to catch a cocada, a coconut smoothie. They're great, I agree, at one of the kiosks on the main road. Okay, I'm gonna say this national park, if you come to Venezuela and you're gonna stay for a while, this is a must to see. Love this place. Number 3, we have Mérida. The state of Mérida, due to the beauty of these Andean landscapes and its pleasant climate, I agree, is one of the main tourist centers in Venezuela. This is where the Eastern Andes mountain range of South America begins. The best way to go to Mérida is by car. The road through the Páramos Merideños is beautiful, I agree, and there are plenty of good hotels and typical restaurants. Okay, my take on Mérida is a very laid-back place, very calm. Actually, is the chilliest place here in Venezuela, or metropolitan area in Venezuela. It's a very slow-paced place. People are great. Actually, one of the cheapest places on the, let's say, metropolitan areas of Venezuela. And people are lovely. So if you're gonna spend a while here in Venezuela, yeah, I recommend to go to Mérida. Number 2, we have the Guayana Massif, Mount Roraima. The Guayana Massif is located south of the Orinoco River, covering the states of Bolívar and Amazonas. It is one of the oldest continental blocks on planet Earth, so the oldest rocks of Venezuela are found here. Mount Roraima is a Tepuy mountain famous for its tabletop shape. It's a plateau. There are a lot of plateaus on that region of Venezuela. The summit is completely horizontal and occupies an area of more than 30 square kilometers, surrounded by waterfalls and cliffs. Some people call it an island at the heights. An expedition to Mount Roraima will last about a week, and it is enough of a reason to travel to Venezuela on its own. Those flat-top mountains are one of the most beautiful and mystical places I've ever been in my lifetime. That's what a French guy I met at the supermarket told me the other day. Okay, knowing this, Tepuy, Mount Roraima, and you name it, well, if you check out the picture, if that's your thing, you like climbing and hiking, it's kind of an expensive trip if you want to plan to go just to know this place. If that's your thing, go ahead, man. And number 1, we have the Amazon, another exciting yet surprisingly less popular tourist destination in Venezuela is the Amazon. Several companies offer different experiences and excursions. Hikers will enjoy exploring the Autana Tepuy and its surroundings. Expeditions to other indigenous villages are less demanding, as well as a boat trip or rafting in the Orinoco River. Okay, she put number 1 the Amazon, knowing the Amazonas, and actually, I mean, it's a, I'm gonna say eccentric travel plan. Not my cup of tea. It's actually a little bit expensive because you need to arrange some tickets and some travel packages here specialized in Venezuela. They'll take you with these small planes, and it's very, if you love eco nature, that kind of stuff, that kind of travel, yeah, you're gonna love it. So if you want to do that, be my guest. So we're gonna make a third video about this article. You can find it on the description below. and we're gonna cover now the food in Venezuela according to Camille Bello. So thank you again for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up, and thanks again.